Love it. All right. I'm going to put this thing down. I think they call them a guitar. I'm not really sure. It's new to me. It's nice though. I like it. I think I like it. We're going to go over, get Tanti across, and we're going to have a bit of a chat with the lovely Gab Smith. My mum's name was Smith. Let's go. But before we do, I want to play you a song. And I think it's here. Let me just check. Just let me have a look at this. Studio mode. And we go to... No, that's not it. Here we go. Yeah, great. All right. So we're going to get Gab across right now. It's going to be fun. Enjoy. Sit back, relax, and we'll have a listen to a young artist and what they're all about. You with me? You going to stay? Do it. This is Gab. This is one of her original songs. And we'll be right back.
You're the hell I want to burn in. You're the faith I want to escape from. You're the pit I want to fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You came out of nowhere, crushing me whole. But I didn't care and gave up my soul. You're like an earthquake, rocking my fortress. So much at stake, and my heart's a mess. I should be true to better. You're my favorite nightmare. You're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I won't escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You're my weakness, my own addiction. In the darkness, my ill obsession. Don't wake me up, I crave this prison. But it's so fucked up to yearn for your poison. Reaching out of nowhere, I should have known that you wouldn't care. And I feel so dumb. You leave me sleepless with just one look. Are you that clueless that I am hooked? I should be true to better. You're my favorite nightmare. You're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I won't escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You're my weakness, my own addiction. In the darkness, my ill obsession. Don't wake me up, I crave this prison. But it's so fucked up to yearn for your poison. I'm already scarred in a dead end. You know there's only one way out. I enjoyed the ride, but now let's watch it all crash down. Yeah, you're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I won't escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You're my weakness, my own addiction. In the darkness, my ill obsession. Don't wake me up, I crave this prison. But it's so fucked up to yearn for your poison.
That's Gab Smith. She's pretty good, man. I like it. That's when we'll talk about that song in a minute. But let me introduce you to Gab. And first of all, Tanti and Gab. Hi, guys. Now, apparently,
Hello.
Tanti, you're Gab Smith, and Gab, you're Tanti.
I don't mind.
There you go.
That's
Hi, nice to
fine.
see you. First of all, Tantals, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Well, if I go out and come back in, does that mean Gab will be Gab and I will be
No,
Tanti?
doesn't
No,
matter.
doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. Really doesn't matter. I think people know who you are, right?
Isn't
It's
it
great to see
lovely
you.
having
Gab,
Gab?
welcome in. Gab's from, where are
Yeah.
you from?
I'm from Quebec in Canada. I'm a French
Canada.
Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
I've always thought that when you're from Australia, you're Australian. When you're from Canada, you're a Canadian. So I figure that we should call you Canadians from Canada.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
What suits
I think
you?
it works
I don't mind.
works well that way. Um, Gab, we're here. We've rated you a bunch of times, and we love you. The Twitch coats, which is our community here, have seen you for a long time. It's great to see that you've come on. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning there. Is that right?
That's
Yes.
right.
And you're just
Yeah.
saying to me that you're a morning person.
Yeah. Yes, I'm a morning person. I'll stream in the morning. I stream on Thursday before going to work, and this way I can reach
Yeah,
the European community. So it's better for me. I'm old. I need to sleep early.
you're
At
not
9:30,
old.
I'm sleeping.
What are you? What are you? 20?
I'm 37.
No, you're not.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Are you really? So do you
Yeah.
you have a child?
I have twins daughters. They're turning 11 in a few days.
Wow. Isn't that amazing? Because I thought you were like really young and just starting out and doing all that. And it's like,
I'm just starting out. I'm starting out late, but that's great. If you think I'm younger than I am, then that's
that's
perfect. So
great.
I
Well,
I have a few years like
you're doing great, darling. All right. Well, look, let's get into it. First of all, when did you start making music or singing? How old were you and how did it come about? Do you have musical parents?
I have a musical dad. He was a DJ in in family gatherings and weddings and parties. He had like 250 CDs, the big equipment. He was doing like shows. In French we say a disco mobile. So I don't know if it's the same in
Yeah.
English, but in the
Yeah.
80s, 90s, he has this huge equipment and I would go with him and I would speak beside the speakers with the big bass and it was soothing and I was sleeping there. And when we were home, he was recording me. So I have cassettes of recordings of singing at 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 11. So I can see the progression. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And is dad still doing DJing?
No, he's not. He's not. And actually, like today, you can go on an event with a tablet and a mixer and a speaker, and you're
Yeah.
done. But
That's
no,
right.
he
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
another job now. But yeah, I started singing
We used to
pretty
have.
pretty soon. But then I stopped, and then I came back to it afterwards.
And did you stop because of family? Starting a family?
I stopped because I wasn't secure. So I stopped like around maybe 12 years old, and then I went to school and I had this job and I got married, and then yes, I had kids, but then like life was insane and there was missing something, and of course it was missing music. So when I was 30, I decided to go back to self-care and have time for myself, and the girls were older, so I thought I need to get back to music. And covers on YouTube were beginning at the time, and the pandemic hit, so I discovered Twitch music, and then now music is like almost all of my time. And I'm wondering, what was I doing before that? My life would
I know.
must have been playing, you know?
It's been amazing. Like the whole Twitch community thing has been amazing for us too because we started in COVID, right?
Hmm.
Just on a basic studio system, and then we just kept building and building and building and building, and it's been the best thing ever in so many ways. Did you start during
Yes.
COVID time, or what did you do?
A bit before, but I discovered Twitch really in the pandemic. And I was starting again and I didn't have any singing lessons. So I took singing lessons, and I thought I was not good enough to put myself out there. And that it's the Twitch community that convinced me to pursue and keep going, and they thought I was good enough. And sometimes I look back at my stream, my covers, I'm like, oh my God, it's cringy. I cannot believe I posted that. But at the same time, I'm like, no, I'm proud I posted that, because if I had wait before I was perfect to post something, I would still not be posting anything because you're always improving. So the Twitch community really was a big help for me to like get out there, tell myself I'm enough and it's okay for them, and we have the interaction as well. So they were not looking for a Spotify artist. If they wanted perfect, they have Spotify, but they wanted to chat with me and personality. So the Twitch community was amazing.
Yeah, I was speaking to somebody today, and somebody wrote me a message saying, I play guitar, but I'm not as good as you. And I just wrote back straight away, and I said, look, there's always somebody better. There's always somebody worse. And when I realized that and came to the conclusion that I am unique, nobody's ever going to be as good as being Peter Northcote as Peter Northcote. Then I went, okay, I'll just be me, And that's that's the beautiful thing about Twitch is that you're open. This is who I am. I'm as authentic as I can be on Twitch, right? And it gives you a space of, well, if I fuck up, it's okay.
Yeah. And I don't think you cannot be authentic. Maybe, but I couldn't. Being not authentic for 3 hours, being like trying to be someone else, or I couldn't. I'm an open book. So like what you see on Twitch is what you get. And if the people are not okay with it, you have plenty of streamers that you can go to. So usually the community that stays with you, they believe in you, they support you, and it's amazing. They're so kind. They're so, and at the same time, what's even more amazing when you have an imposter syndrome like I do, it's that you think that the community is generous to you, but to them, you're generous to them. Because I have people giving me messages and DMs that they say, I had a rough year, I had a rough patch, and thanks for your music, your bubbliness, your laugh, like it helped me get through this. So I'm like, really? I helped you? Well, you're helping me, but okay, maybe that's Canadian. You first, you first. But I don't mind. I like it. That's amazing.
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's the same for me. All throughout my career, if you have an audience, what's the word? An audience perception that you are there for the audience, they become there for you, and then it becomes this feedback loop, and then you're just doing. You're just doing what you love to do. They're doing what they love to do. And it becomes this great creative bubble. Tell me something. Have you ever done, when you were younger, did you do many professional gigs or did you sing in a band or anything?
Actually, I have my first solo gig coming up this week. So it's pretty amazing.
No.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm just starting out. I have this duo with my guitar player, Marc Morin, which you saw on Begin. So we are Gab X Mark as a duo, and we did some gigs and festivals, beer festivals. That was amazing. We do mostly
as a duo.
Yes, we do rock punk. So we play on tracks and we give a performance. But actually, my first solo contract that I can say, Mom, I made it. I'm a singer. I'm paid for it. It's gonna be this summer at a really cool restaurant. It's gonna be on the. Is it the same word in English? Terrace. No,
terrace.
Outside.
Yeah,
Terrace.
We say terrace. You say terrace.
Terrace. Anyway, with the wood and the little table, and it's amazing. And it's gonna be my first gig. So I'm pretty nervous, but I think.
Well,
I'm good.
I think you'll be fine.
I work hard. So I'm ready.
That's what Gabby said when I contacted her. She says, "Oh, I was surprised that you want me for an interview because I'm only just starting. I don't have a career." And
yeah, you said we're gonna talk about your career, and I was like, which career? But it's the imposter syndrome. This is a career. Twitch is a career. Doing the gigs.
Everybody's got a career. Everybody has a journey, right? Everybody's got a journey. Everybody's on the journey. It doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah.
Let me ask you where you're at now. Like you've really just. I know you say you're just starting out, but you're doing pretty well, right? If you've got a gig coming up and you've been doing great on Twitch.
Yes.
So how do you feel you are at this moment?
Well, I was preparing for the interview and I was like, oh, what can I say? And then I looked back at it and I was like, I did a lot of things. I don't give myself enough credit for it, but yeah, I try. Like I said, I work hard. I want to make a living out of it, or mostly a living out of it. And yes, there's the gig and the singing, but also I'm doing some jingles, some narration, some voiceovers. So I have I try to make contacts with people that are filming events and stuff, and game reviews as well, and sponsorship. So I'm really trying to do a lot of things with my voice, but of course, singing would be the biggest part of it. But Twitch is my primary goal. I want to my primary goal. I want to do more Twitch, more streaming, more singing for people. But collabs are great. Also, I have I love to take a cover song, like a pop cover song, and then giving it a touch, or giving it metal, rock punk spices. So I like that very much. But yeah, pretty much doing some gigs to pay the bills, and then more Twitch, and trying to have something diversify.
This is not easy. I mean, you've got two children you're rearing as well. So how do you find the time?
I don't.
And you have
You
a corporate job as well.
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
you really? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm trying to manage it all. My girls are 11, so they're I like they can uh, they're independent. I don't need to take care of them as much. So that's like a big part. And my husband helps me a lot. He believes in me, so that's great. And I don't know. My job, I lowered the amount of hours at my corporate job. So my boss is a supporter, and I only do like 28 hours a week, but I think I do like 30 hours about music and stuff and promoting, because you have to do everything. You have to do
Everything.
social media and trying the contract and everything, and the coaching and the practice, and I still take vocal coaching. So it's pretty busy, actually. Yeah, I think the big challenge is to find the time not to make music, to take care of myself and to get a rest. So that's the biggest part. But I'm trying. I think I'm doing it good. Like I say with pretty great confidence, right?
Yes.
No,
That's all they need.
I'm trying.
It is.
I'm
It is a
okay.
struggle. It's really that. I mean, I've never had kids, so I don't have to have that. I don't have to look after anybody else. I had to look after my mum when she was a paraplegic for 7 years, and that was enough. That was like a child. That was like looking after a child. But no, I've never had to do that, and I've never had a full-time job, so I don't know how you're doing it at all. That's amazing. How often are you streaming on
Thanks.
Twitch?
I'm streaming 2 times. Like official streams are Monday mornings and Thursday mornings, and I always get. I'm trying to squeeze a third one during the weekend, like maybe a rock show or something else, maybe gaming or just dance. I like to do just dance. But the 3 streams, but I would like to do more, of course.
Mm.
Mm.
And you do
It's
gaming
it's
as well,
great that
Gab. Yeah.
you do
Yeah.
gaming as well.
Yeah, not so
See, I
much on
never
Twitch,
did.
because gaming is my self care. Also, is the time where I can, like, be alone with my game and not think about anything else. So sometimes people ask me, "Oh, can you do?" If I'm talking about I'm playing Clair Obscur right now, so they say, "Oh, please stream it." I'm like, I don't know, because that's the time that I get to myself, and I don't have to
Yeah,
like.
you don't have to work at it. You don't want to work.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So I don't
yeah.
want to. It's because when you love what you do, it's. I had a time that I had to say, okay, this is music, this is my passion, but this is work now. I was, because I would drown in a lot of thing about music. I was, oh, no, it's a hobby, it's what I like, it's what I love. But it doesn't matter. Even though you love it, even though it's a passion, you still have to. No, this is kind of, it's work, and I have to take a pause and do something else. But that was a challenge for me to get. No, this is, oh, it's social media, it's visual montage. I like that. Yeah, you like that, but still, it's work now. You have to go in the bath and nothing about anything else.
No, what I was talking before, people don't realize what it takes to be an artist on the internet, to create videos, to create content, to actually constantly post, to do all those things, and to keep up the practice, and to learn
Yeah.
songs and do all that. They don't really realize, and it's a big job,
Yes, I
big
think
job.
I
But if
spend
you love it, it's
more
not work,
hours.
right? If you love it, it's not work.
No, it doesn't feel like work, but in my schedule, I had to like try to put it in as work, as hours, because I would drown. I'm so passionate. I would only do that. But it doesn't feel like work. No, of course not. That's why I want to do more.
Tell Tell me something. Are you doing an original work? You writing?
Yes, I love writing. I love writing. I favorite nightmare is one of my first composition as for the lyrics and the music, and I had somebody to help me with the tracks and all. But yeah, it's yeah, it's my first song, my first real song that I did, and I now with Mark, I do the lyrics part and he does and we do the music part together, but he's mostly about the music and the producing. But we have also a professional producer, but the lyrics is always me and usually the melody as well. I love it. It's always dark though. I tried to write something about something funny and light, and I was no, I need to get like the the dark inside of me on the paper, and it's always emo and dark and struggles and black and white and extremes. But anyway,
Well, that'll change. I mean, that changes as you change, right? That's what
yeah,
happens. You've got to get it out. You can't deny it. It's who you are. It's a part of you. You've got to
yeah.
get it out. Yeah.
I
Let's have
tried
a
to
look
write
at
something like
my. Yeah, go on.
oh, I tried to write something light, and I was reading it and was like, this sounds like a kindergarten
Yeah,
song, you know.
yeah.
It was not good at all.
It's not honest, right? It sounds like you're trying to write something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the journey that we're all on. It doesn't. The journey changes as you go, and it's you accept where you are at that moment. Let's have a listen to my favorite nightmare. This is one of your original songs, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's have a listen to this, and then we can talk about it.
You're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I wanna escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You came out of nowhere, crushing me whole, but I didn't care and gave up my soul. You're like an earthquake, rocking my fortress. So much at stake, and my heart's a mess. I should be true to better. You're my favorite nightmare. You're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I won't escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You're my weakness, my own addiction. In the darkness, my ill obsession. Don't wake me up, I crave this prison. But it's so fucked up to yearn for your poison. Reaching out of nowhere, I should have known that you wouldn't care. And I feel so dumb. You leave me sleepless with just one look. Are you that clueless that I am hooked? I should be true to better. You're my favorite nightmare. You're the hell I wanna burn in. You're the faith I won't escape from. You're the pit I wanna fall in. You're my doom, my downfall. You're my weakness, my own addiction.
My favourite nightmare, Gab Smith.
Yeah.
My mum's last name was Smith. I know it's a common name, but my mum's last name was Smith.
It's my married name, actually.
It's your married name.
Yeah, because my real name is De Blois, and every time I
De
say it,
Blois.
people are like, "Yeah, you said it right the first time. Yeah, I think you're the first one." And when I was when I was creating my Twitch account, I was like, Gab De Blois. It doesn't sound really international, and my husband's name is Smith. And I was like, I'm Mrs. Smith, so I decided.
I like Smith. Yeah, Mr. Smith, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Tell me about that song. Where did that come from, and what's it? I know it's got that hard edge to it. I know that's part of you, but tell me about it.
But I'm all about extremes, you know. I'm very dark and very light, and I cry or I laugh a lot. So I'm not bipolar. I thought maybe, but I'm not. But yeah, and in everything I do, I'm passionate. So if I'm down, I'm really down. If I'm, it's always about extremes. And my favorite nightmare is about like when you need something or you want something or you crave something, you cannot have it because you know it's no good for you. So it could be a person, an addiction. At the time I was struggling with alcohol, so I didn't have a problem, but I knew it was hard. I was dealing with some other stuff out as well, so it was like it's my favorite nightmare. So I know it's a nightmare, but I can't get enough of it. I want it, so I want the nightmare. So who wants a nightmare, because it's a nightmare. But it's that like extremes and struggle within yourself. And also I really love something I wrote in it, and it's I'm in a race car and there's a dead end and there's only one way out. It's a dead end. You're in a race car, you're gonna crash, you're gonna crash, but you're going towards it nonetheless. So that song is all about that, and I had to take it out of my system, and I think it's pretty great. I'm pretty proud of it. Like I said, I wish I could do it maybe again with all the technique and singing lessons I took in the meantime, but I love
You
it.
can.
It's my first one.
You can do another version.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah. Penny Suze, who's one of Twitch quotes, she said it's like Alice Cooper, she said. A bit like Alice Cooper.
Alison Cooper.
Alison Cooper, yeah.
The contrast, that's it. Thank you. I say it
The subject of extremes.
Yeah.
It's very interesting you say that. Do you drink alcohol now?
Yeah, but I have no problem with it. But it was the way of I have a lot of anxiety, and it was the way to dim down my brain. So that was hard. But it was more about personal stuff. But I thought about, we did it in a bar actually, and what you see, it's the big barrels of beer in the background. So yeah, there was the easier reference is about alcohol, but for me it was more about emotional struggling. But at the same time, I was dealing with it. So I thought if somebody can relate to that and see that they're not alone in struggles, whatever they are. That's amazing. That's what music's all about,
That's right. It's I think I don't know whether it's a music thing or not. I'm sure everybody goes through it, but I'm also extremes. I deal with extremes all the time. I sometimes drink, and then I'll go 6 months with no alcohol at all. Or when I was younger, it was some of the harder drugs, cocaine and marijuana, and you just do it consistently, and then the body goes, that's enough. You can't do anymore. The body just says that's enough. And I've been really lucky in that regard because I've seen a lot of people lose their lives because of it. But extremes, I've always managed to find a balance in my life, and whether that's from meditation or having so much music in my life that it is my meditation. That's the calming attitude. And it's not really calming because, I like to play the guitar really loud and hard, but that energy balances out my anxiety, if you like. And learning to eliminate people in your life. You learn as you get old, you just eliminate these people. They're useless to you. But if you can write about it, you're winning. right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can write about it. I can only write about it. I don't have it on the subject. And I asked Mark because we have songs. We are working on a new song now. And when I proposed the lyrics to him, I was like, "Do you like it? It's about the same thing as usual." And he was like, "Yeah, it's great as long as it's
Yeah,
authentic and it has a meaning and it's meaningful to you." He was like, "Yeah, that's okay. That we don't mind. If people like this, then they have more of it. So that's perfect."
that's right. That's right. And you will find once you've done it, that's gone. Then you move on. They're all like your children. You don't hate your children. You just get new
Yeah,
ones. You know, you just keep getting new ones,
just get new
and they
ones.
become just get new ones. That's like
No,
me
I'm
buying
telling you.
guitars. They're all just new children.
No, I'm telling you, after twins, I didn't want it any.
Anymore. No. Sub-Zero says alcohol and drugs can hide troubles for a while, but the problems still don't go away. You will have to deal with them eventually.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Mhm.
we talk about mental health issues on my channel because I I didn't say it exactly earlier, but when I started to stream again and to get self care with singing, it's because I went through a depression and I still go to therapy and I talk about it on my channel because I think it's important that people are not that they know that they're not alone in this and everybody struggles. And of course I'm happy today I'm smiling and all, but we all have our stuff and I didn't want people to feel ashamed of it. And I heard on an interview you did that you said pandemic was awesome for you and for the community for Twitch because there's a lot of lonely people. So
Mm.
I think that talking about it on my channel for those lonely people, and they say that we have resources. I have a comment that you can type, and it gives you all the organizations that help with mental health issues, depending of what you need. So I think Twitch is it's a great medium for people to know more about it and feel less lonely and have
Mm.
resources to help them. So if you think I'm like, oh, she looks so happy, I am. Don't get me wrong. It's behind me. It's in the past. But if you see how happy I am today and reaching my goals and looking in the future with a bright eye, well, if you had seen me when I was at my lowest, like if you can see how low I was and how happy I am today, and I didn't think I would be so happy a few years after. Well, if it inspires you and if it gives you like hope maybe for you, that's my goal is done. So that song is
Mm.
also about that, and the songs I
Mm.
wrote again.
We
Oh,
do
that's
a
awesome, Gab.
our Wednesday stream is a chill out stream, and it's really I spent a lot of time behind the guitar, and it's just really easy music. But it is we talk about it all the time that it's so important to get out of your head
Yeah,
because we spend so
Mm.
much time in the mind, and the mind will just play tricks on you over and over again and do stupid stuff and says stupid things. And we have those 2 hours where we're allowed to just not think, be a part of the music, have a chat, and just be in that space. And I say to everybody, you can go back to your madness after the stream if you like, but just give yourself 2 hours, and we're
yeah,
going to just relax, get out of the problems. We sometimes talk about problems, but it's really about stopping the brain or the mind from talking and chatter. And
yeah.
music is a great way to do that. It's a really wonderful way to do it. Well, look, we're all
Yeah.
messed up. We're all got problems, right? We're all pretty fucked up when it gets down to it. And
I
as
went.
you
Oh,
say,
sorry.
there are a lot of lonely people. The beautiful thing about what we do as Twitch streamers is we give people a platform to communicate, as opposed to Netflix, where you're a
Yeah,
spectator, right? But you can get in, we can talk, and it's so nice to see regular people come in, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
great. There's
yeah.
there's a community that you're building all the time. Um, Tell
Yeah.
me, you said you went through a pretty down time. Was that brought on by anything in particular, or is that just years and years of accumulation?
Well, I've always been a high achiever with low self-esteem. So this is
Did
a
you well at
dangerous
school? Did you
mix.
do well at school?
Yeah, yeah, I was first in my class. I had like the second
Yeah.
best grade in high school in a private college. I I had the how do you say the bourse? That you have money when you go to college because you had great
Oh,
notes.
scholarship.
Scholarship, yeah, I had scholarship, you know. And so yeah, I've always been a high achiever, but when you become a mother and you've been, I think it's called masking. You've been masking for so long, sometimes you cannot do it anymore, you know, with the fatigue and all. And my doctor said maybe it was a postpartum depression that I couldn't allow myself to have at the moment because I had to take care of two babies. So maybe the postpartum was like delayed and was like, I'm gonna burst. I need to take care of myself and rewire the way my brain thinks, and the fact that I'm good enough. I don't have to be too much of stuff and more and more and more than in French we say plus que le client demande. So it's more than the customer asks for. It's you always give more and more and more, and you know there you cannot give everything and 200% in all the spheres of your life. So it like I hit a wall. I hit a wall. And,
I see.
And
I
music helped
see
me,
so many people,
get back up.
so many amazing musicians and singers. They fall in love and they have children, and then life completely changes, right?
Yeah.
And then they have to go to work, right? They have to work to make money for the family. And I guess I approached things a different way. I kind of went, well, I don't want to get married. I don't want children. I just want to do what I want to do. And I've been really lucky in many, many ways. It's all about luck. But I just, you know, I'm like every other guitar player that has played guitar. I just kept doing it. That's all it is. I just kept doing it, right? And I've had very few bouts of depression. But I don't know how anybody has children. Because it's got to be the hardest thing in the world. I say that with utter respect. And my greatest respect to people that have children, because it is the most amazing experience. And I think you don't receive that love from anything else. And I do think it is the most amazing thing that you are selfless enough to have children.
It's the worst and it's the best. So we were talking about extremes, but having kids, it's that. It's the worst and the best. And actually, I don't think I'm comfortable saying I'm grateful for my depression, but at the same time, it helped me get therapy. I wouldn't have gone to therapy, I don't think so, if I had been depressed. And she gave me tools for myself that I can now give to my daughters. And in so many ways, I said to my husband, a good chance I went to therapy, because when she told me that, or when she did that, I did that. And I knew that it was a better way. You know, you're trying to do your best. There's no book about being a parent. But I think a lot of tools that she gave me, I could give to my daughters, and they're in an early age. So I was pretty proud that I could give those tools. And sometimes my girl, I have a mini-me. Mini-me is exactly like me. And she have all those emotions, and she's passionate. And one day she came up to me and she said, I'm not okay. I don't know what I am, but I'm not okay. I'm feeling all these things and I'm not okay. And I was like so proud of her, because I was like, that's perfect. You don't need to know what's going on, but just the fact that you came to me and you said, and you were comfortable enough to come to me and say, I'm not okay. Please help me the way you can, because I'm not okay. Just telling it, just not keep it inside. Oh, I have all these thoughts. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm too much. They tell me I'm too sensitive. I cannot show it. I have to be strong, you know. But she didn't. She came up to me vulnerable and she said, no, I'm not okay. Please, Mom, help me. And that was a big win for me. A big win. So,
and
you know,
those early
for,
years, those early childhood years are very, very important. Those formative years, and that will shape their lives. Yeah.
And they're into music, so she can you know channel all those emotions through music like I did. So that's priceless.
Yeah.
Well, my kids scream at me all the time, and I still don't understand what they're talking about.
I'm going to start typing some questions in the chat if there's any questions that you'd like to ask Gab, and then we'll pass them on to her. So I know, so
I want to play this.
It's kind of like having kids, you know. So you have your baby right there.
Well, they're old men now. I'm looking after geriatric old men, Gab. They're 18 and a half. And all I do is clean up spew.
That's about
Let me
for parents also.
let me play BIS. Now, what does BIS stand for?
It's but I still, because we're French people writing in English. Actually, I find it better to write in English, but sometimes, the phrasing, it's not quite right. And at first I was writing, but I still love you, but I still need you, but I still, again, it's about extremes you're going to see in the chorus. But, and we decided to keep it just like a reference, but I still. And because of BIS, in music, it always come back again. So it's the story about, it's not good for you, but you're still gonna get back at it. So it's BIS in the sense of, repeating a measure. So, and also,
Right.
if you want to know all the story, but I still, if you say it like fast a few times, it's but of still. So in all our files, Mark and I, in our computer, this song is called But of Still.
Butt of stills.
So that's the inside joke about But I Still. We
All right, look,
we
let
almost
me,
decided to have that title on Spotify as well, but we said no.
All right, let me see if I can find this. This is going to be. You'll see, there it is. You're going to see. We won't get all through of it, but we will be on screen at the same time. So bear with us, folks.
Okay.
BIS.
Do you have a name for your community, Gab?
The Gab Squad.
The Gab Squad. There you go.
The Gab Squad.
There you go, Meadow. The Gab Squad. Gabsies.
Wow, I love the full on.
Too afraid to say it. You're texting me again. This time I'm all of you on regulars 2 for hours and days and weeks on end. But truth is, I know I'll cheat again. You got a hold on me. I wish you'd let me stay. I need you, beg you, want you. Still, I'm taking back my
Nice.
Yeah.
You can see it in my eyes.
Do you get the Evanescence comparison?
I can't hear you, Tanny. We're on the screen at the same time, but
Sick of the feeling, sick of the longing. My head's spinning from your arms, your smile. I won't fall, I won't cry, I won't admit it. I'm not a full hypocrite, but I'm a fool for you, baby. I think I'm going mad, and this ain't a verse, and it won't rhyme. It's just me shouting out loud. Still, need you, beg you, want you. Still, I'm taking back my life. You can see it in my eyes. Don't call on my knees. Just leave me in peace. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my bed. My heart's in your hand. This sad game has to end. Gotta get up now. Gotta get up now. Rise above this storm. But I need you, beg you, want you.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Wow, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Powerful. Very powerful, and he's a great guitar player,
Thank you so much.
isn't he? He's a really good player.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really
Where
good.
did you find him?
On Twitch.
Really? Does he do a
Yeah,
Twitch channel?
yeah, yeah. If you can give him a shout out, that'd be great. It's Mark Morin, so MarkMorin, and
Let's
I
do
found
that.
I
Maybe
found him
Lily
on.
can. Maybe Lily can find that. I know Lily's online. She's amazing at that. So it's Mark M.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Mark Morin. Okay, awesome. We'll go
I'm
and give
glad
him a
you liked
follow.
it. I also do all the editing. I studied in college
You do the
in
video editing?
I also
Yeah,
do
in
all the
cinema.
can we say in cinema, in movies, in video
Really?
productions. Yeah, so I have a videast, but I do all the editing. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome, darling. That's great. So, did you film it yourself?
No, we had a professional videast, and the community found this amazing place. It's an old monastery in the basement. It's creepy,
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
and we did the video. I actually they have it's like an old monastery, and now it's a hotel with a restaurant. And can you guess my first gig I'm doing this week on the terrace?
That's
The
there.
terrace,
Awesome.
it's there.
The terrace.
So the Twitch
Yeah,
community,
great.
the butterfly effect of the Twitch community is amazing.
oh,
Isn't it
wow.
incredible? That's
Yeah,
brilliant. That's brilliant. You can see why you're into doing it so much. You love it so much because it does
oh
work
yeah,
for you, doesn't it? That powerful community thing. I really like that song, and I think your guitar player is fantastic. So you
Yeah.
write the melody and the lyrics, and he writes the background stuff. Does he do the drumming and all that sort of stuff?
yes, he's an amazing musician. He's a guitar player,
Yeah.
but he also do drums as well. But I actually this song, my husband told me I was saying actually too much, so I just cut myself there. So uh, so this song, we I was about to say it again. I did the lyrics, and then we were in a room and we did the music really together. So that was
Yeah.
great. We have a lot of chemistry, and we have the similar ideas, but and then we can do that, and then we can do that. But did you try that? Oh, that's good. It was so much fun to do like composing a melody with someone. And I'm usually more a solo player. I do my own stuff. I don't like teamwork that much, but this song was really 50-50, and it was like building. The creativity was amazing. So, but most for the tuning and all, is doing more of the melody and the drumming as well. And we have the producer that had bits in there uh, of like, I think there's a violin and the synth. So it was really a
Right, some of the
team effort.
production things in that, like as you walk to the camera, it comes out of radio voice into full
Yeah,
voice, and the
exactly.
chopping, etc. It's really well produced, fantastic.
Thanks so
So
much.
are we going to see some more of your original stuff?
Yes, we're working on a second one, but it's so time consuming, and we want to take our time, and we want to do something different, and it's gonna be different because you always wanna have the roots of the music you love, but at the same time you want to try to do something a bit different, but not cringy. But yeah, I think we have a good balance of all of this in the next song, maybe coming out this autumn probably with Mark.
Great.
Yeah.
What is the future look like for you?
I thought about it. I knew you would ask me this question. It was a great question because I don't think I've been so grateful for all that happened, that I don't think I had the time to really think about what I would want. But I think what I would like for the future is the same thing but more of it. So I could lower again my hours in my corporate job and do more streamings, more collabs, more original music, more I more corporate gigs. So I love what I do now. It's the best time of I'm having a blast. It's the best time of my life. I have stuff that stresses me out because it's new, but also challenging. It's not too much. So I would like the same thing, but just a bit more and make a living out of it, because the balance of Twitch gigs, voiceover, narration, original music, collabs, the variety is amazing. I love it. So I would just like to do more of it and not do much of my corporate job. And I hope my boss is not listening right now.
Hello, boss.
But of course,
It's
being famous, it's not what I'm aiming to. Of course, as a little girl, when I saw myself as a singer, I would imagine myself really famous. But I don't think it's. I think you can make a living out of music and being famous enough for the people that counts. That you help.
Your community.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, to make a living out of it. And maybe it's not just about the, because I saw a girl that I really love, and she was posting her shows for June, and she had shows every 2 days, I think. I don't think I would like that. So I really love streaming at my home, doing some live gigs, narration, like, yeah, like I said, it would be the same thing but just a bit more, so I can make a living out of it, more than just a hobby, or more than, because you have to invest a lot, the money, the few bucks I make with Twitch and music and the collabs, I put it back into equipment and gear and stuff and mic. So it would be to do enough to make a living out of it and live from my passion, of course.
Mhm.
that's what it's about. The only reason you're doing music is because you love music. It's not to
Yeah.
be famous. Oh, look, let me tell you, I've worked with a lot of famous people, and I would never want their lives. It's
Oh
it's a
yeah.
mess. It's a mess in there. And my whole process throughout my life has been just to do more of what I love to do, and that's all I've ever done. And it's the most amazing life. It really is. I'm so grateful for not having gone down that path of fame and fortune, and it's always been about great music. Like, I played a gig yesterday with the most amazing musicians, and it was such a joy that from the first song I went, this is going to be a great day, and that is more important than anything. And I see a lot of famous people, and they do concerts where they might be on a part of a festival where they play the same 5 songs that they've played for
Yeah, I
all their
know.
life, and that can't be creative, right?
I thought
So
about it. I was like, would I would like this playing the five? I would be grateful for the five same song, but would I really love it instead of creating and meeting new people?
yeah. No, and that's why I think you've started to do things later on in life, and I love that. I love that you've started later on in life, because sometimes you can get very jaded early, and you get stuck in it, and you may have fame early, and then all of a sudden you go, well, how do I get back there, or how do I get better than that? And then you get into this loop of trying and trying and trying instead of just being who you are, which is what you're doing now.
Well, it that amazed me because I always think I'm late, and I need to compensate for the time that I chose more
Yeah.
balanced and normal kind of life.
Yeah.
So I that you think that I started, that it's great that I started later. That amazed
Yeah.
me.
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is as you get older, your fan base is your age group,
Yeah.
right? There's no point in going for a younger audience. They're useless to you. They really are. You've got to go in, get into what you are, who you are, and work towards gaining those people that like who you are because of who you are, not because you're trying to be younger or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing the right thing. I think you're on the right
Yeah,
path.
And
you
my
definitely are.
Um,
I do it also for my girls, so they can see that even though I'm older than most of the, you know, the the musicians or the singer that they listen to, I can still reach for it and try and get myself out there. So if my girls
tell me,
are inspired by me,
are your girls musical?
yes, a lot. I have one that's really more about making music. She has a keyboard, and she's, oh, come to listen to my song, and she write and she play the piano a bit. And the other one, it's about singing. She's all about singing. So I think we have a
Mm,
band coming up.
that would be
That's good. That's
excellent.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
And I try to record them as well. So I try to do like my father did with me. So I have the whole setup, and I would put a green screen, and I would record them and put a fun background. So we have memories of different age of them singing in.
Great. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Mm.
The future, think looks bright for you, Gab.
I
I
think
really do. I
so.
think it looks good. We love going over and seeing you at the end of your stream. You're going to start streaming very soon, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, no stress about it. That my community knows I'm here, so
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
but yeah,
They're here. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they
Yeah.
actually here. So
It's. I think your future looks bright. I think if you know from what you've done so far and who you are as a person is wonderful, and I've really enjoyed this. Let me play one more song, which is a cover,
yes,
right?
it's I love
Let me
like
just.
taking a pop song and then when you slow it down a bit and strip it down and you can give it all like a whole new meaning and a whole new vibe. And I loved it with that song.
I love this song. I just love this song. I really do. I think it's one of the most amazing songs. The other one that I really like is Toxic.
Yeah, I love the Melanie
Amazing
Martinez
song.
version.
Amazing song. This is Gab with Hit Me Baby One More Time. Stick around, folks.
Oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby. Oh baby, baby. How was I supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're out of sight, yeah. Show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, because my loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby, the reason I breathe is you. Boy, you got me blinded. Oh, pretty baby, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. It's not the way I planned it, but show me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Oh, because my loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby. Baby, baby, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? Oh, pretty baby, I shouldn't have let you go. I must confess that my loneliness is killing me now. But don't you know? That you would be here and give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness is killing me. And I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
That was done in your garage,
Yeah.
and you filled the bathtub and fell into it and did all that. That's awesome.
Location,
I
location.
found exactly. I found the mirror and the chair. At there's a day in the month that people put their big stuff in the street so they can.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Oh,
explain it,
yes,
but yeah.
yes.
So I went
Couch
and I
potato.
went with my car and was like, "What can I bring home for my for my video clip?" So I went and took and I found the bathtub on Marketplace. I went to
Love
Montreal
it.
and
Love
and the
it.
That's
community helped
good.
me to because it was my garage was not fit for that, and we did a donation goal, and the community helped me to invest in my garage and do that because the shooting locations are insanely expensive, and I
Mm.
thought I could do it in
Incredible.
my
Yeah.
garage, but I had
Yeah.
one shot for the bathtub. One shot, and the water came so close to the camera. When I kept, he kept rolling, and I tried to stay in my character, but when he said, "God, is your camera okay?" It was so close to the lens. It was like I was afraid to, but my cam is okay. But it splashed everywhere. I was so afraid that I ruined this like $3,000 camera.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the price you pay for when you're doing art, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's great. That's really cool. I love that you're doing stuff, and I love that you're doing videos and things because it's really important to keep putting out stuff. It's been great to speak to you. I'm really
Yeah.
glad that we did this, and
Thank you so much
we will
again.
raid you after all of this so we can see what you actually do on Twitch. We were just talking in while the music was on how wonderful Twitch is, and to be able to kind of try and make some sort of a living out of it if you put the energy in. And
Yeah.
I think you're doing great. Gab.
Yeah.
Congratulations to
Thank
you.
you so much. I
Yeah.
think you're
Now,
doing good too.
For an old
Wazza
guy,
wants
I'm
to
doing
know.
okay.
Wazza wants to know the meaning of your tattoo. Gab,
I have this one. Let me see. Can
is
you
it that one,
see
or
it?
do you have another? Is that
Yes,
the one,
yeah.
or is there another one
That's
you've
play
got?
and pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a play pause. I have something in my eyes. I'm not crying, I swear. my eyes are so very
I've made her cry, Tanti. I've
watery.
made it. I always make people cry.
Thank you so much. But yeah, it's a play pause, and my husband has the same tattoo because he works with electrical stuff, so we couldn't have a ring. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like our tattoo because this is my pause.
Nice.
You said earlier we asked me how I could balance it all and how I could find a balance in my extremes. Well, my husband is my pause, and I'm his
Ah.
slay. And we've been together
Fantastic.
for 20 years. This year is our 20 years
Ooh,
together.
20
Wow,
years.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
He's my biggest
That's
fan
what you're
and
like,
biggest
childhood sweethearts or something, were you?
yes, exactly. But not childhood,
That's
but
great.
yeah, after high school. And the pause is at 11. So, it stands for
Yep.
11 because we did it at our 11th year together, and because of the twin girls. So there's a lot of meaning behind that.
Great. Well, my
Yeah.
channel is 1111.
Oh no, I didn't know.
That's the name of my channel is 1111. Yeah,
Ah,
because I see it too much. I see it so much.
Yes,
And
we
they
are
say
very
what?
11
I mean,
now,
there's a
aren't
lot
we,
of
Jude? Yeah.
there's a lot of information about 1111, but really, what I take from it is it's like the angels have lined up everything, and you're ready to do. You're on the right path. Just keep going.
that's amazing. That's great.
Yeah.
Is it that? Oh yeah,
Um,
11 is with your song. I'm gonna mess it up, but IOIOE. Is that right? I don't know how to say it, but I listened to it on the Jade Star interview, and it was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. Whoa,
Oh,
whoa, ho,
oh,
ho.
oh, oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There was more O than E's, but yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's off the album 1111. So I have a whole album of all that sort of stuff. But it's been a joy having you here. Thank you so much for spending your time with us at 8 o'clock in the morning. My
Yeah.
God.
Before you go,
Um,
before your stream. Yeah.
You better go and stream. Thank you so much, Gab. We will continue to see you after our stream every now and again. We love you. Our community loves you too, so it's great when we get over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now my eyes are gonna be watery for real.
So tell us about your gig for anyone
Oh,
in
yes. Tell us
Quebec.
about your gig.
Yeah, your gig.
So for the people who are from the North Shore of Montreal, it's Sacré
Yes.
Bistrot. Sacré Bistrot à Oka. So I was gonna be singing in the, how did you say again? The terrace?
Terrace.
No,
Terrace.
say
you wanna
terrace,
have a-
mate. Say terrace, mate.
Terrace.
Terrace.
So if you want to
In
have a little
Montreal.
drink,
In Montreal.
in
Is it?
North Shore of Montreal.
Yeah.
So it's like 30 minutes from
Not sure.
Montreal, but yeah, have a little drink. It's a great place. They have their own garden. It's the best food I ever had. So it's not like a, yeah, it's a really great restaurant with fancy meals and a lot of
Ah.
flavors, and it's really great. I'm really grateful for
And are
that.
you doing it with Mark?
No, this
No,
is my first solo. Yeah.
Solo.
Oh, you guitar and a microphone.
No, I don't even play. I have the guitar. I tried, but I have a tiny pinky. So I know it's not an excuse. I know. There's a lot of guitar players that have a lot of
I've got a
handicap
tiny
and they play
pinky
guitar.
too.
But when I went,
It is
when
tiny,
I,
yeah. Look at
yes,
that.
when
It's like
I-
it's hardly there.
yeah, it's half my finger. So when I was doing like D, G, C, A minor, fine, F. When I went to the F, I was like, this.
Forget it. It's the hardest
Forget
chord
it.
in the world.
That's it. And at the same time, I met Mark, so it was like, he's good. Why bother myself?
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I'm sorry I said actually again. I have, the community likes when I practice. They convinced me to take it again last week. So D, C, A minor, E minor. I'm good.
Look,
B
Can play
guitar
minor.
is
zombie.
guitar is the
minor.
hardest
B minor
instrument. It
side.
really is difficult. It really is hard. I would never consider starting it at any age except 9. When I started was 9 years old, and it is the most difficult instrument. Still to this day, it kills me and frustrates me. But it's the challenge that I love, and you just got to keep doing it.
But it's
the
my
fingers will
fingers.
get. They get
One
better.
song and my fingers are dead.
Yeah. Well, the other thing that's really important is that your guitar has to be set up properly. Because I see a lot of guys just starting out guitar, and I play their guitars and go, I couldn't play this.
Yeah.
So
action's
it's
too
having the
high.
guitar
Yeah.
set up properly is really important, and it makes
Yeah.
it so much easier
is
on the
right.
fingers. So that's one thing you might want to look into. But just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a journey. That's all. And I reckon F needs to be eliminated from the whole guitar thing.
Oh, there's a
Get rid of
cheat
F.
F. As Yobo there says, got to do the cheat F, and I do the cheat F as well. So.
Cheat F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the cheat F, if I can do it, I cannot do another chords before and after. It's I have it, but then to change again and again, no way.
You'll be right. It's all about doing it over and over again. It becomes more familiar.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
awesome. You're awesome, darling. We think you're fantastic, and thank you so much for being here, guys.
Yes.
If you haven't followed Gab, please go and hit
Yeah.
Gab's follow button
Thank you
because she is
so
awesome,
much.
and we are going to stream. We are going to raise you straight after this. So
Yeah.
thank
I'll
you.
try to look
Thank you for being
surprised.
here.
There's
Hey?
calls
Yeah,
for a
look surprised.
collab.
Oh, Peter, you've done it again. Oh, how dare you.
There's calls for a
Thank-
collab between the two of you. Calls
Oh,
for a
we'll do that
collab.
one day.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks.
My pleasure. See you later.
Thanks,
We're just
guys.
going to go
Bye,
over and
everyone.
watch.
Yeah.
We're going to see one of the ISO duos, and we'll be back right away with Tanti and myself. See you all. Bye.